All right, so he probably has the thickest hair I've ever seen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm really gonna take a lot of this weight down in through the back, and we're gonna cut the top a little bit shorter. This is a great haircut for someone who's got super thick hair, and from my experience, most people who have really, really thick hair, they just end up wanting it a lot shorter with some, nice style to it, but they don't mind it being short because it gets, as you can see, it gets so out of control and unruly, it becomes very difficult. So I'm just basically doing your general, light fade, starting with like probably a 1.5 guard, going up to a, 3 3/4 guard. Now I'm just doing scissor over comb to really blend in this as best as I can. And I'll probably end up going back to do more once I'm done with the top. I always suggest doing all the clipper work and stuff like this while the hair is dry, because that's going to give you the best result and have the hair lay as naturally as it possibly does. When the hair's wet, it lays very, very differently, and it's hard to really use clippers and blend in hair like that. So I suggest doing dry. And then this stuff you can do with the hair more on the damp or wet side. So now we're taking the top down, and I'm cutting it a little bit shorter uh, and then a little bit longer in the front. So shorter to longer. I do want to give him some, texture, and but at the same time, I don't want it to be too long in the front, and he probably doesn't either. So right now I'm just adding some texture to it by point cutting. Again, if you've got super thick hair, then this is definitely the way to go, because it's just going to give you an opportunity to have a little, it feeling not as thick in the hair and having some style to it. Now I'm just shaping up and trimming his beard. Even, the beard, he's got a ton of hair there. So this is a good way. And again, beard stuff, you can do your own beard at home. Just get a nice pair of clippers, and then clean it up and neaten it up as best as you want. So, doing beard work like this on yourself is not the easiest, because, when I was having clients come in, they'd say, hey, can I do this? I always screw it up. So it's always best to kind of do what you can yourself when needed, or go see a professional. So, again, just doing some clipper over comb. Now I'm using a thinning shears to go in and to, kind of lightly blend everything in. Now I'm using, I think my crafted matte paste would work great for this. My sea salt paste pre-game, because he has such thick hair. If you have a ton of hair, you need to have a product from my lineup that is really going to help you keep that hair up. So again, just breaking this down, as you can see, did a nice kind of light taper, light fade. You can start with, a 1, 1A, 1.5, any one of those, and just work your way up. And then I like to just establish the foundation and then just work everything from scissor over comb, and then into the top. As you can see, I'm just pulling the hair out. And if you have a cowlick in the back where it sticks up, just incorporate that into the haircut, right? And then by the point cutting that I did, as you can see, it gave some nice kind of texture to the hair, so it's not just one big clump. And that's actually going to be good for when you run your fingers through it. As you can see, it's got a little bit of movement to it. So hope you enjoy this. If you are interested in purchasing any of my products, use code YouTube20. That's YouTube20 at shop.thesalonguy.com.